While COVID-19 and remote learning for high school students have been difficult for so many, the extra time at home afforded a Metea Valley cross-country runner the opportunity to start a new venture that could turn into a new career. Let's go off the field and find out more about the Mustang senior, Jordan Vargas, presented by Maid of Aurora, Naperville area.
Over the past year, the popularity and production of podcasts have exploded thanks to so many people quarantining at home and an excess of free time. The medium allows people to connect with others about topics they are passionate about, and practically anyone with a microphone can put one together as long as they have the desire and commitment to put in the work. Metea Valley senior cross-country runner Jordan Vargas always had a passion for basketball and was in search of ways to connect to the media environment for the sport he loves. The extra time after remote learning ended each day provided the Mustang an opportunity to create a new venture.
I had all that time left, after my schoolwork, I had all that time to just stay home and kind of, get ideas going. So definitely I think working from home or doing school from home helped create that inspiration of just try something different.
In late October, once the cross-country season ended, Vargas started his own NBA-focused sports podcast called the CWJ Sports Podcast. CWJ stands for Courtside with Jordan. Obviously, there are plenty of sports podcasts available, but Jordan thought he could create a unique angle for his audience.
I think what got it started was I've seen kids my age have a podcast and kind of talk about whatever they're interested in, but I wanted to come at from a different angle, especially in the sports world. Having someone in high school to have, not only talk about sports, which I'm passionate about, especially basketball, but to have people who play basketball for a living, who are involved in the organization and have their insight on my podcast. And that's what I kind of manifested, and I worked on that to, bring NBA players on, and that would create a level of engagement and interest that people would like to have.
Of course, there are challenges for a young podcaster trying to find a foothold in the industry, especially with few connections out of the gate. But through patience and perseverance, Vargas was able to break through and book some bigger-name guests onto the show.
It wasn't until I got the one, which was Jeremiah Hill, played for the Orlando Magic, and I locked him down. And after that, it kind of became easier to reach out to people because they see I'm for real. I'm not some gimmick trying to, get attention off of you. This is what I'm actually doing. So as it went on later and later, it just was easier for me to reach out to people. And with the people I've interviewed, I was able to build some connections and relationships that they could say, "Oh, I know this guy. You can interview." So that happened a couple times.
After just 2 months of putting out weekly podcasts, Vargas caught the attention of a Florida-based sports broadcasting network called the Sportscast, providing more media opportunities for the Metea senior.
They're mostly a football and soccer-based show where that's the main two things they'll talk about. So to have an NBA person kind of listen and weigh in on stuff that has interviewed the people that I have and kind of, work through different things throughout the months, I think that's what they were looking for, and we ended up just working it out. So now I'm on the radio show and podcast about every week, and then I contribute to their media team about every day.
With high school graduation just months away, Vargas hopes to continue the CWJ Sports Podcast as he moves on to college, while pursuing more connections, growing his audience, and eventually achieving his dream of working in professional basketball.
Using my podcast to get involved with the NBA, that's my main goal. Right now, I'm building connections with people that a year ago I would never thought that I would be able to, text in my phone just to see how they're doing. So just showing in 5 months, showing me that, what really networking and connecting, put yourself out there can really do and what that can lead to. And right now I'm only scratching the surface of what I want to, see myself at, but definitely podcasting is a great way to connect and just build relationships.
For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Justin Cornwell.